Yes, it seems I am live. Today we're going to Jerusalem in Israel. You are coming with me, virtually. Excuse me. This is Bradley J. I do a lot of travel videos. There are over 100 of them on J Talking Travel on YouTube. Visit my J Talking Travel YouTube channel to get a whole bunch of them. Let's see. I'll put that up to remind you. What we have here is a video that I did, and I love the video. The version of the video on YouTube has music, but there's no music here because I'm going to be doing narration. I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to go virtually to Jerusalem. Now, I want you to know that, wait a minute, let me just pop me up so you can see me. There I am. Sorry. We'll go back to the video in a moment. But I want you to know that this is not at all, there's no statement here of any kind intended. None. It is straight up travel video. This was in July, August, like just weeks, not many weeks before the war began there. So I was lucky to get in before there was a war, and I was lucky not to be there when the war began. Although I would have probably been fine. Getting out of there might have been a little hairy. I don't know for sure, though. But this concentrates on the old city of Jerusalem, a magical, magical place. I have been to places like it, Morocco, Cairo, Jordan, Amman, Jordan. But Israel is a super special place. And while I'm talking here, why don't I go ahead and start the video? There we go. Pretty cool. Here we go. It starts out in slow-mo. I just walked and walked and walked and walked in the old city. But to get to the old city, I came through Tel Aviv, so I'm going to talk about that too while you look at these images. And I'll stop anytime there's something to talk about. Came to Tel Aviv, stayed there one night, and it was a Friday night. Spent time out on the ocean front and talked to a lot of people and walked and walked and walked my brains out. And I just love walking in Israel, and particularly the old city. I went around and around the old city time and time again, up and down, and got lost in those alleyways. The streets, the alleys, just eating the wonderful food, smoking the wonderful hookah, as you see here. I'm a big fan. I mean, I tell you, it is a very interesting situation. You can be smoking the hookah. You see intense Christian things going on like this. You know, that they're free to do that. And then you go to a nice spice shop. This was a spice shop by a man named Salah. I don't know what all these things are that are burning. I was an idiot not to get some of them. I like burning frankincense and stuff like that. So I wish I had some of those. Let's continue. Actually, there's a separate video that is an interview with Salah. Just hanging out. Smoking the hookah. This is what it looks like, it feels like. Now, in the day, it's busy. It's a hubbub. The spot right here, my favorite spot, it's a confluence of about 3, 4, 5 streets. I don't know I can't identify which quarter is which quarter. This is me at another spice shop. That place, that area right there, this confluence of alleys. There's one where the woman on the side is going down. There's another one that's 3, 4 or 5. And some kid flashed me the peace sign. Okay, kid. I tell you, a lot of goodwill in there. There was a lot of love in the old city. There was. Contrary to what you might feel, I felt it. Now this is an interesting entryway to the Temple Mount. and I believe there's and that's an entryway to the Temple Mount, and I believe there's usually a guard there. And on religious days, I went to go out there. They said, "Are you Muslim?" I said, "No." They said, "Sorry, can't go there today." And I said, "Cool." Oh man, these people were from the Philippines. This group of women, they were nurses, I think. They were healthcare providers, I know. And so I was just going into the old city for my first day, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day. This was a really, hot time, but it was somehow cool. And they were so nice. They said, "Hey, they made a bunch of chicken. They had a bunch of food." And they said, "Come share our food with us." And I said, "All right." And I certainly did. And they were so nice. It was a wonderful travel experience. Hanging with Filipino folks. I hope I said that correctly. Oh, I don't mean any slight. I hope that's how you actually say it. And loving them, and then going into the old city. As I mentioned before, it's remarkable because that's when my beard was awesome. It's still pretty good. It was better than Alwad Street. This place has been here like this for a long time. Some areas of it, I believe, received damage during one of the wars and was rebuilt. And so it doesn't look old like that. Cup of tea. You have the tea with your hookah. People selling all kinds of trinkets. Stuff you don't need. A little family walking with purpose. Sometimes, I don't know what it depends on, but you'll see groups of young people, probably associated with the Israeli military, with weapons. When you're in the military, you got to keep that weapon with you at all times. I get you lose your weapon, you go to jail, and so they're expected to keep it with them all the time. So even socially, when they go out in a group, they kind of, I don't know if they're really being social or whether it's a form of patrolling in a casual way, but sometimes you'll see groups of young people with automatic weapons walking through here. You never know who you're going to run into. You never know what you're going to smell, see, or hear. You certainly hear the call to prayer, the Muslim call to prayer. You certainly see the Israeli flag, and you can see them all at once. You can be walking by the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the most Christian site in the world, and hear the call to prayer and almost see an Israeli flag. I met the most wonderful family, just eating. They were so friendly. This is a falafel place. I don't know where, they were from some faraway place, like Qatar or something like that. But they were extremely friendly, and they did not mind. I asked them ahead of time if I could take their photos. Doesn't it look like 2,000 years ago, except for the people? Except for the dress, I should say, the way people dress. This is a spice pyramid. I don't know what spices they are. Just dudes hanging, selling stuff. They're not high pressure to sell you stuff there. That's a really good thing. In Istanbul, it's extreme high pressure. People are in your grill all the time to buy stuff. And really, my former boss Oedipus said he didn't like Istanbul, but would not go back there because of that, because it was too high pressure. This is not at all. I love this spot right here. There's a serenity down there. Also, it's a protection from the heat, because the heat's blasting. What I'd do is get up early and get undercover in the old city and stay there till night, till like 7. Walking, to doing video, making videos, eating, etc. Not a lot of English-speaking tourists. Some, but not a lot. Not a lot of. I mean, yes, it's a very touristed place, but for some reason it was not touristed then. I don't know if it was because it was in very hot summertime. There's another spice market. Can't get enough of those spice markets. That's me enjoying a hookah. I know those single-use plastic hoses suck. I could have brought my own hose actually, but space in my backpack is at a premium. There's that favorite spot again later in the day. You might recognize it. People just hanging, walking. The Hashmi Hotel. Did not stay there. I stayed in a fancy place just outside the old city. Just outside. It was an Airbnb. It was weird. It was huge and cool and a great location, but it was terribly appointed. It was weird. Like a bedroom with no bedstands, just a bed. How? No place to even put your glasses. Weird. There's a hookah shop. I don't think that's a place to smoke, but a place to buy hookah stuff. There's the flags of the Crusades. So, the people that are selling stuff, regardless of what their religious belief is, they don't care. They will sell stuff from other religions. They just want to do business. They want to. Oh, this is awesome, because this is another Airbnb I got, and check it out. When I entered here, I'm kind of trepidatious. Oh my, this looks kind of sketchy, right? I'm going up this dark stairway. I don't know what's at the top. I don't know what the room's going to look like. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a view. Go around the corner. All right, there's right there was some weird sofa outside. There's a wall, and over the wall, you can see some stuff. But let's go another floor upstairs. That floor is where my Airbnb was, but we go up another floor to get a good view. And the view up here is so shocking that I just hung out there and, dare I say, drank a beer. I mean, that's where I live tonight. I'm allowed. This was on the balcony area. And another set of steps. So it took me forever to find this too. I actually went to look at that view. We'll start to see the view a little bit. One more level maybe. This is not long before the war. I'm sure you can see, if it were during the war, you'd be able to see flashes of light in the distance. I'm guessing. I can't be sure. I don't know how far away you can see that stuff, but here's a view from where I stayed. And you can look out over the old city of Jerusalem, ultra historic, where very intense iterations, I should say, of four major groups of people: Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Armenian, cohabitate, along with the visitors. I just met a dude, and I struck up a conversation, and he was cool. I can't remember his name. It bums me out. But I had him with a wireless mics, and I interviewed him a little bit. Then he went and bought me a coffee. He introduced me to his nephew, and we drank this strong coffee. Let me tell you, don't drink too many of those, because they go right through you. I learned my lesson the hard way a long time ago. One and done on those. You want some falafel? You want hummus? It's way different than here. Here, if you buy it, it's pasty. There, it's creamy smooth. This is up on the Temple Mount. I have been in there before. I believe, that's the Al-Aqsa Mosque. But today couldn't go. Don't know why. Tensions, whatever. I should say Dome. I don't know. It's Dome of the Rock in there. Sorry, I get my phrases mixed up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me which is which. I'm very sorry. I know it seems weird. I should know that. I'm just getting the titles mixed up. I mean, what do you say? I could wander in here forever. Oh, here you go, Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and this is the actual spot under that altar where it is believed that Christ's cross was implanted, and people go under the altar and they kiss the floor there. And underneath the floor is Skull Rock or Golgotha, which is thought to be the very spot. You read about it. I don't know if it's in the Bible, but you read about it in history, biblical history. Don't know why. Love that spot. Love that image up, that circle, and that. I did not get a straight razor shave here. I regret it. There's a spot that you can just sit, smell the different foods. Man, if I could only go one place for the rest of my life, I'd probably go here. I hope that things get sorted out soon. Okay, Al-Aqsa Mosque, right? Talk about beautiful. Notice the geometric patterns. No images, right? How long do you suppose what we're seeing has been there? I mean, those doors on the side there are relatively modern. Oh, this is my little bit of my intro to my full-on. There's a full Church of the Holy Sepulchre video. This is inside the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This is the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, where Jesus was able to use that. That was the rock where, I got to stop this. That slab you saw was the rock where Jesus' body is said to have been laid and anointed with olive oil. Right here, what you see is graffiti from soldiers who were occupying the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in the Crusades. So I don't know which crusade it was, maybe more than one, but those are Crusader crosses. And they just sat in there and chiseled endless crosses into the wall, right? You can practically see them there and hear them chiseling away. Why? You must have been bored to do that. But there's thousands of those. All right, continuing. We're almost done here. I did go and visit someone who was actually the kind of the voice of Israeli radio for a long time, a woman who was recommended me by Dave Silverman, another friend I met on another trip to Israel, who lives in Jerusalem, who's a hairdresser. He's actually from Massachusetts. And when I talked to him about visiting with him on this trip, he said, I'm not feeling well, but you might want to talk to this person. She's a radio person. So I did go. I went to her house and visited her, and she took me out for a walk and gave me her point of view on stuff, and also showed me this geographic point of view that I hadn't seen for a while. It's interesting to see it. Now over towards the right, you can't see it, and it was hard for me to even see it then, is the so-called security wall somewhere on the right there. It was mighty hot, but I tell you, the sunblock really worked. Nighttime in here is the best. Look at the photos you can get. Isn't that something right there? That photo was good enough to be in the MFA, if I do say so myself. I mean, a lot of these are. That's not the best one, but at nighttime, the shops start to close down. It mellows out. Via Dolorosa, did you see that? That's a famous street. That's part of Jesus walked to be crucified, walked along there, hauling his own cross, according to the story. Just interesting architecture, interesting vibe. Me back in a little bit of Sala and his spice shop. I told you I did an interview. This is a little tiny segment taken from that. I don't know what that stuff is, but I want it. I'm glad I have some. Okay. How do you not stop and get some of this stuff? See those olives right there, lower leftish? I got those. I should have gotten some of that green stuff beside it. Cauliflower, green cauliflower. I'm a sucker for olives. All these olives are a little bit different. This is really immersive. I mean, if once you've seen this video, you get the feeling of what it's like, except you can't get the smells and the sounds. Oh, little story. That was a good moment right there. So it was my last day there. I was only there a short time, my last day, and I was tired from walking around, but I had time to kill before going to the airport. And I said, should I go to the airport early or walk more? It's like, no, walk more. What are you doing? You came all the way here. Why would you go to the airport early? Well, I didn't really know how to get there, really. I wanted to leave plenty of time. But I said, I'm going to walk around more. And I did. And it's not easy to find a place to just have a beer. But there was one with European beer. I was happy. See that little backpack over there, the blue one? That's all I take always. That includes clothes, medications, like toiletries, all my camera equipment, etc., the tripod straps to the bottom. That is the whole thing, including the broadcast stuff. So anyway, I got the beer, and I'm just, relaxing, watching the world go by in the old city of Jerusalem, seeing the sights, smelling smell, feeling the feels. And a guy across the alley is interesting guy. He's running a shop selling like orange juice and stuff like that. But he also kind of worked in this place too. So I struck up a conversation. It turns out, like myself, like me, he's a producer of music. He does dance music, of course. It's electronic music. I don't know what he would call it. What subgenre? Not trance. House, I guess. Dance music. He goes by the name of Chucky Monkey. Chucky Monkey. Look him up on Spotify. And I actually continued to talk with Chucky Monkey. He's Armenian, and his dream is to earn a bunch of money being a music guy and buy a Lamborghini and go back to Yerevan, where his family is from, in Armenia. And I guess he wants to go back to Yerevan because the taxes aren't so bad there. Whatever. But he grew up in the old city. Can you imagine that? Growing up there, going to high school, growing up, dating, after school. This is how you'd walk home. How cool is that? What an experience. I wish I'd taken a picture of Chucky Monkey. This is the end. This is my artsy slow-mo finish. Same as the beginning. When you see it on YouTube, oh man, I love that video. Thanks for allowing me to watch it with you. So here we go. I'm back here it's just me. And there are more videos, over 100 videos on the Bradley J Travel channel. I will actually, I won't bother you with the whole list, but just if you go and browse, you'll find something. Please feel free to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. Visit Bradley J Travel on YouTube for more travel videos. I got a couple comments here. Let's see what they are. Where are they? Are they gone? No. Oh, amazing venue. Yeah, it's quite a place. Facebook user says, hey, what's up with that? There's this user says, Facebook user. No picture? No nothing. Who is that? And why are you just saying, hey? Don't know. Want to do another video right now? No. Why don't you go to Bradley J Travel and subscribe, okay? Okay. 24 minutes. Yee. Okay, bye now.